if God is in it, if God is instructing you about a person, and there's a million different cases of this,
Absolutely.
so I hope you're not taking this critically or anything else. But if that's a person that God has for you, then that's the one that God has for you. And I was in thinking about this today. So many people, they do not commit to things in front of them, whether it's a person, whether it's a job, whether it's a vocation, because they want to preserve their ability to get something greater down the line. Only to find out over time that some of the best opportunities that were presented to them were in their past. Don't overlook what God's brought in your life.
Yeah.
Don't think, it's not always that there's something greater in the future if God's bringing you something into your life in the present.
Amen.
You know, look at what God's doing. Look at what God's instructing. Seek the Lord's guidance. Do not miss your opportunities as they're presented to you. They're precious and they're rare.
Yeah, I just want to say that it allows you to put your trust in God for your now, for your past, and for your future.
Amen.
So when God is bringing that loved one in your path, and you're saying to yourself, how can I? When two are walking together, it's better than one.
Amen.
And then whatever opportunities that you believe, and I want to say that you believe is great, I would say what God has for you is always greater.
Amen. Amen.
So if right now God is bringing someone in your life, you have to say, oh, well then, my stock just went up.
That's exactly
because
right.
now the two of us are going to go for that job.
Amen.
The two of us are going to move across the country. The two of us are going to start a family. I mean, to me, it enlarges your territory. It doesn't diminish. The person that God brings into your life is not there to diminish or take away.
Amen.
I also want to say that is a lie.
That's right.
From the enemy. To have you believe that you won't be able to accomplish your dreams.
Truth.
You won't be able to go get that degree. You won't be able to, go ahead for that job that you want. Hey, you won't be able to serve God the way you were because now you're going to commit. That is a lie. If anything, you're able to do it on a greater, bigger scale. And then I see it in the way that God says, now I have two of you that are committed to me, two of you that love me. Okay, then let me just show you, things that I have for you. Anytime you want to go with God, his way is always better. Amen. Always better. Now, I got married, and I think I was 22. Yes. So at 22 years old, you're coming out of college, and you're looking ahead, and you're saying, hey, I want to go and get into my career. You may not want to have kids right away. That is all well and good, but I just want you to know that I saw it as an opportunity to join with Aubrey. And just said, I'll still lay out my dreams. I'll still lay out, the things I wanted. And I know with you were very busy.
Well, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Still am.
And still is. But you were very busy, and you too were in your career. And his prayer was, please, Lord, send my wife, just so that I don't keep climbing up in this career and this journey that I'm doing, and I'm by myself. Now, I thought that was, such an open prayer that you had, because it showed that you weren't selfish with what you were doing, and that you thought that even though we were going to get married, you could still run for office. You could still work at your engineering company. You could still go and do what you wanted to do, but we were now doing it together. So.
And Lisa, I'm glad you said that. And then after, I would love for you to just jump into some conversations about intimacy. But when I was younger, I thought about, I'm just going to go farther and farther, and I don't want to be alone when I get to such a height. But looking back in retrospect, that really wasn't what was going to happen. I wasn't going higher alone. I was going in circles. What a marriage did is it brought focus and direction and consistent progress.
Okay.
And sometimes what people do is they think I'm alone so I can do a lot of different things. But when you look at yourself year over year, you're going around in circles. You're just doing
Okay.
different things,
Okay.
but your life isn't progressing. And when I look at where I would have been outside of marriage, I might have had accomplishments, but I wouldn't have found the level of progress, peace, and joy that lasts a lifetime. And so I think when you're with the person
Yeah.
that God sends in your life, it's an increase. It's a
Amen.
positive decision. It brings forth your best life.
Amen.
And in my life, that's my testimony.